Hello everyone, today, we are going to talk about the history of the computer. And today's my guests are Tabasco, Sam, and the AI show content. So let's begin with today's topic. Today, computers are everywhere. We use them for communication, education, business, science, entertainment, and many other parts of our daily lives. Smartphones, laptops, and modern machines can perform billions of calculations in seconds. However, computers did not appear overnight. Their development was the result of thousands of years of human innovation. The history of the computer is a story of how people created tools to make calculations easier, process information faster, and solve increasingly complex problems.
The history of computing began with simple tools for counting. Thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations developed methods to help with their arithmetic. One of the most famous early calculating devices is the abacus, which was used in different forms in ancient civilizations, including China and other parts of the world. Although the abacus was not a computer in the modern sense, it helped people perform calculations more efficiently. For many centuries, people continued developing new methods of calculation. In the 17th century, inventors created mechanical calculating machines that could perform mathematical operations automatically. In 1642, French mathematician and inventor Blaise Pascal created the Pascalin, a mechanical calculator that could perform addition and subtraction. Later, in 1673, German mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz developed the step reckoner, which could perform more advanced calculations, including multiplication and division. These inventions were important steps toward the idea that machines could help humans process information.
A major turning point in computer history came in the 19th century with English mathematician and inventor Charles Babbage. In 1822, Babbage designed the difference engine, a mechanical machine intended to automatically calculate mathematical tables. Although a complete version was not built during his lifetime, the design showed that machines could perform complex calculations automatically. In 1837, Babbage proposed a much more advanced machine called the analytical engine. This design included many ideas that are similar to modern computers. It was planned to have a processing unit, memory, and the ability to follow instructions using punched cards. Because of these ideas, Charles Babbage is often called the father of the computer. Another important person in this period was Ada Lovelace. In 1843, she wrote notes about the analytical engine and described how it could be programmed to perform calculations. She is widely considered to be the first computer programmer because she created an algorithm intended for a machine.
In the late 19th century, computers as we know them today did not yet exist, but machines were being developed to process information. In 1890, American inventor Herman Hollerith created a punched card tabulating machine to help process data for the United States Census. His invention greatly reduced the time needed to organize census information. Hollerith later founded the Tabulating Machine Company, which eventually became part of the company that developed into IBM, one of the world's most important technology companies.
During the 20th century, computer technology advanced rapidly. Between 1936 and 1938, German engineer Konrad Zuse developed the Z1, an early programmable mechanical computer. In 1941, Zuse completed the Z3, which is generally considered the world's first working programmable, fully automatic digital computer. During World War II, other countries also developed advanced computing machines. In the United Kingdom, engineers created Colossus, which became operational in 1944. Colossus was the first programmable electronic digital computer. It was built to help British codebreakers at Bletchley Park analyze encrypted German messages. The project remained secret for many years after the war. In the United States, the ENIAC computer was completed in 1945 and publicly introduced in 1946. ENIAC was one of the first large-scale general-purpose electronic digital computers. It used thousands of vacuum tubes and occupied a large room. These machines marked the beginning of the modern electronic computer era.
The first generation of computers, from the 1940s and 1950s, used vacuum tubes. These computers were very large, expensive, and produced a lot of heat. A major breakthrough happened in 1947, when researchers at Bell Laboratories invented the transistor. Transistors were smaller, faster, and more reliable than vacuum tubes. They led to the development of the second generation of computers. In the late 1950s and 1960s, another important invention changed computing: the integrated circuit, also known as a microchip. In 1958, engineer Jack Kilby created one of the first integrated circuits, and Robert Noyce independently developed a practical integrated circuit design in 1959.
A major step in computer history came in 1971, when Intel introduced the Intel 4004, one of the first commercially available microprocessors. A microprocessor placed the central processing unit of a computer onto a single chip, helping make smaller computers possible. During the 1970s, personal computers began appearing. In 1975, the Altair 8800 became one of the first commercially successful personal computers and inspired many computer enthusiasts. In 1976, Apple Computer was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Apple computers helped make personal computing more accessible. In 1981, IBM introduced the IBM Personal Computer, IBM PC, which became highly influential and helped establish standards for personal computers. During the 1980s, graphical user interfaces became more popular. Instead of typing only commands, users could interact with computers using windows, icons, and a mouse. The Macintosh, introduced by Apple in 1984, helped popularize this style of computer interaction.
The development of the Internet also changed the history of computing. In 1969, the first message was sent through ARPANET, a research network that became an important foundation for the Internet. In 1989, British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee proposed the World Wide Web, which allowed information to be shared through websites and links. The web became publicly available in the early 1990s and transformed how people communicate and access information.
Today, computers are much smaller and more powerful than the machines of the past. Laptops, tablets, smartphones, cloud computing, artificial intelligence systems, and supercomputers are all examples of modern computing technology. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day to you all.